Let me tell you about Tanya. She is such an exceptional leader and she's very humble. So I am always here to tell everyone that she is a rock star. She made the Forbes list. She is one of the top 25 poderosas, which is by People magazine, the most accomplished Latina women in the country.
I've been able to achieve things that 18-year-old me would have never dreamed of or imagined. And so I'm incredibly grateful and proud of what we've accomplished so far at Snowball Wealth. And seeing the stories of people getting unstuck from credit card debt and student debt, starting to save and invest, that for me is the greatest reward. And I'm really excited to see how our work impacts others in the future.
One of my favorite memories with Tanya is when we both went to South by Southwest. I was involved with partnering with an organization that was dedicated to bringing Latin startup founders to Austin for this epic event. And when they realized that they didn't have enough Latina representation, I nominated Tanya to go. And of course, she was selected because her company is amazing. She was busy running a startup. She didn't have time for this, but I would not let it go. And so I made my first investment in my first tech company, paying for her way to get there.
As a founder, part of what you're doing is willing an idea into existence, making the decision to keep pushing through all of these obstacles that come your way. And in general, just starting a company can be an incredibly vulnerable experience. So I feel incredibly grateful for my community, especially my family, my close friends, of course, my team members at Snowball.
Working in a startup means that, you don't have as many resources as you would if you're working at a bigger organization. So I feel like Tanya's always been able to balance that vision and really knowing where she wants to go and what she wants to get done, while also being really scrappy and practical.
Part of my work is also paying it forward and giving back as well. And I think that's a part of, something that's important to me, especially as a founder that's less represented in the industry. Latinas represent less than 1% of venture capital.
I think it's absolutely critical for women and for people of color to see themselves in Tanya's story and to know what's possible. Tanya's a pioneer, and she's an example of what is possible when you pursue an education, when you pursue entrepreneurship, and really get creative with the way that you build companies and build your dreams. And so I'm so happy that she has a story that can inspire many people, generations to come, because that is a mindset that we can all learn from.
One of the really cool things about Tanya is that she's really proud to have graduated from ucsandiego, and I think a lot of her experiences there have really shaped who she's become.
I'm excited to continue to be involved as an alum because I think growing up, I didn't see a lot of examples of people that looked like me, leading companies and taking risks. And I'm hoping that students at public universities can see themselves in me and know that the ideas that you previously thought were impossible can become reality, and that we can shape what the future looks like.
Congratulations, Tanya. I am so lucky to have you as a co-founder. You're such a joy and inspiration to work with every day. You worked so hard to get here, and I'm really excited to see what we can accomplish next with Snowball.
Tanya, you deserve this. I am so, so proud of you. I know your family is so proud of you. And I just want you to know that you are so chosen. You are so special. And we are all inspired by your journey. Thank you for always going above and beyond, for pushing you to the limit. And I love everything you do because you're creating a path forward. You're a pioneer. And I love you so much.
Pauline is living proof of the value of an interdisciplinary education. With her training in both economics and biological sciences, she was able to leverage passion as an entrepreneur to bring digital volunteers together to have a positive impact on the community.
I am the founder and executive director of Tiny Catalyst, but during my day job, I am the product manager at Stanford Health Care. I was a student at Roosevelt College, and its core mission was focused on being a global citizen and a way to give back to the community, both locally and globally.
I met Pauline when she created a program called Tiny Catalyst, and at the time it was the beginning of COVID. All the internships and programs had been canceled. To be honest, half the world just kind of stopped functioning. And Pauline did exactly the opposite. I think she took it as an opportunity to do so much more.
She felt responsible during the pandemic for underrepresented undergraduate students who maybe needed a mentor, so she used her network and set up a nonprofit.
It really was a way for me to bring a group of people together, very busy working professionals that still had the heart and the willingness and earnestness to want to give back.
The idea being, by doing one small act, with one other person, then maybe those small individual acts, a tiny catalyst that would become a very large action.
I'm really passionate about helping those that are underserved or underrepresented because, quite frankly, I identify as that myself. I've gone through these experiences where sometimes I don't see myself or someone like myself in the room, or I reflect on some of the challenges and obstacles that I had to overcome myself. And I really am so thankful that somewhere along the way, someone believed in me and gave me the push or the nudge to just persevere.
Something that really stood out to me was I had an interview once for someone that she had connected me to. And before the interview, she asked, like, could I give you like a 15-minute call to give you like a pep talk? And I was like, wow, that's so sweet. I've never seen someone like go so above and beyond to kind of mentor students like that.
Flash forward from now, I'm really excited about what Tiny Catalyst can become. And my hope is that I can continue to grow and scale it so that we can help more students, get more alumni involved.
So I think Pauline is so deserving of the UCSD Alumni Award because she's someone who demonstrates an alumni that's really there to support her community. She created a space for us to learn new skills, engage with each other, engage with industry leaders, and continue cultivating ourselves.
Congratulations, Pauline. This award was made for you. Emerging leader, everything you've done that's leaving ucsandiego, it's been about leadership, it's been about giving back, it's been about doing good.
We all know how deserving you are of this award. We are only looking forward to how much more you can provide and contribute to this community.
Congratulations, Pauline. You're so deserving of this award. I can't think of another alumni that I felt have helped me more in my journey and is more deserving of this award. I'm so glad that you're being given your flowers and that all your fruits are being finally recognized.